Please set your papers on my desk. And be sure to bring a copy of the play to class with you for the remainder of the unit. And have a good afternoon.
Mr. Cole?
Mr. Nash.
Can I have my phone back now?
I still need to call your parents.
They're not home.
Then the answer is no.
Mr. Cole.
Mr. Nash. May I recommend paying attention in my class? Or if you find that too difficult, at least do me the courtesy of keeping your cellular phone turned off and safely stowed in your backpack.
I will, I'm sorry, but don't I get an excuse, Mr. Cole?
An excuse?
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Oh, well,
It was Dana's fault.
Liar.
Philo, are you lying to me?
No, Mr. Cole, we were going to go out tonight. It was all set up a week ago, only she started being all coy now about whether we can use the car. And, well, you know how important stuff like that is.
Oh, yes.
So when class started and you were talking, there was no way I could stay focused on Erwin O'Neill.
Eugene.
Nothing.
Right. So I looked over at Dana and she gave me this, I don't know, this
Coy.
evil grin, right? Well, there's no way I could stay focused, so I had to, I had to get out myself. I couldn't wait till the end of class to find out what that meant. So I know, totally not cool. I got out myself, but Mr. Cole, I was just gonna text her. Just a question mark. That's all. Only that's when you caught me, and I really need it this weekend. So could you just give me the phone back now, and I'll call my parents about it anyway. You can call them later. I'll tell them as soon as I get home. Oh, wouldn't that be the same?
What do you think?
You're asking me?
It was your fault, no?
No. But if you want my opinion,
Please.
I think you should give him the phone.
Why?
Because he's a good person, Mr. Cole.
I don't ever want to see this again or the newer model your parents get you next month.
Oh, thank you. I swear, Mr. Cole.
And I'm still calling your parents. Help you with something? Just hanging out?
Sure.
How are you?
I'm fine. Are you doing anything fun this weekend, Mr. Cole?
Is tomorrow the weekend?
Yes.
Nothing important. So, ready to go?
I'll catch up.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'll catch up.
Okay. See you at the
Dana?
Mr. Cole, do you really like this play as much as you say, or was that just standard English teacher BS?
Did it sound like BS?
No. Well, it's hard to tell with you.
Is it?
Sometimes. I didn't mean that you're...
As a matter of fact, I really do like it as much as I say.
You act like you like everything we've read this year.
Why else would I teach it?
But you really like Long Day's Journey into Night?
More than the rest, you mean? I suppose I do.
Why?
Read it and find out.
Why do you like it?
Dana, is there something you love more than anything else? I don't mean a single thing like a book, but a whole collection of things like literature or the theater. Have you ever noticed that whatever it was that first introduced you to that thing, whatever first got your blood pumping for it, that you'll always love that one thing best? Even if you have to admit in more rational moments that it maybe isn't as perfect as the memory. When I was a kid, I didn't have many friends. Don't look so surprised, it's true. I read a lot of books. Not so much because I like to read, but because it beat sitting around wondering why I didn't have so many friends. One summer, a local theater troupe put on a series of plays to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the death of Eugene O'Neill. This was in Provincetown, where I grew up, and where O'Neill first achieved recognition as, well, as the first American playwright worth recognizing. So you can imagine the citizens of Provincetown feel a certain kinship with O'Neill. Those with any sense of history, anyway. My grandfather, another James Cole, the first of that name, he knew him a bit. Drank with him. So they say.
So who said?
I heard it from someone. At the time, I possessed very little sense of history. I only stumbled upon the plays as I rambled through on my way to nowhere in particular. They were free. And they were outside. And there was a full moon and Massachusetts Bay for a backdrop. And the plays themselves were set aboard ships. So we weren't just members of the audience, we were a crew, fellow seekers of the horizon. And ever since that night, I read more books than ever. Because ever since that night, I've loved to read.
But a play isn't a book, right? Why not more plays than ever?
Well, I see as many plays as I can, but there's an advantage to reading a play over seeing one, you know?
No.
When you read a play, everything about it can be perfect. Unfortunately, one finds perfection rarely in performance.
Are you an actor?
There was a time when I entertained such a notion.
You wanted to be an actor?
A very brief time.
I want to be an actor. I am an actor.
I know. I've seen you.
Where?
Here at school. You're very talented.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Then you plan to pursue it.
I plan to make it.
Good for you.
So, I know from experience that's why I asked. I don't want to just read a character. I want to be the character. That's why we go to see plays performed.
That's why we continue to hope.
Mr. Cole, do you think I could come by one day and act for you?
Why me?
So you can give me feedback.
Be careful what you ask for. I'm told I'm a grumpy critic.
That means you're honest.
That means I'm grumpy. But you've been fairly warned. And if you'd still like to drop by, I'd be honored to offer an opinion.
Maybe next week?
Any day.
Thank you.